It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. From the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. As they run the counter play. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. midfield. Here's Mahomes. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Chiefs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game.
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And they run the option on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chiefs 7, Chargers 0.
Second down and 3. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Butker's Chargers kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know, you know.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
At the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throw left side complete. That's Henry. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Again, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Well, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Over the middle, taken in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And 2 at the 33-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Now Edwards-Helaire. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Right back to him on first down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st down, Kansas City.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier,
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle, and he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, but he certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. Called that a very strong gain of 24. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter. Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. This is a counter play. Eckler. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now on the option, here's Herbert. He gives it up. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. What a great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Mahomes will find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's got this down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Chiefs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's caught right side by Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Now it's SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And with his decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going up top. Into a double team, it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And a give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
It's a turnover on down.
The Charger drive about to get going. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Quick throw here. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Number 83.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Play action. It's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. A pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's got it out on the left side. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier,
Chris Jones on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Second and 10. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this. 4th down. The ball is loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Herbert. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off his own 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they try the right side here. And there's a cross for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 23, Chargers 14. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's got it complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
The 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's the option. Herbert, quick pass out wide. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
3rd and 2.
Herbert now to throw. This is caught at the end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Kansas City, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.